And just like that, the Chicago Bears have signed a left tackle, this time re-signing a left tackle already on the roster in Braxton Jones. We can talk about it all and more right after this. What's going on, Bears fans? Welcome to another episode of Chicago Bears Central, your number one spot for everything Chicago Bears related. I'm the host there, Haize, but more importantly, you guys can follow the channel at Chi Bears Central on every social media platform we happen to be on. With that said, the Chicago Bears are bringing back Braxton Jones on a one-year, $10 million deal to bring Braxton Jones back. Now, had you been watching us for a while, I did say that this was a possible outcome for the Chicago Bears, that, you know, they could look at familiarity, right? The fact that they are bringing somebody back that is familiar with the system, they're familiar with the shortcomings, they're familiar with what he does, and it's a short-term deal. It's a one-year deal. If it wasn't for Ozzy Trapilo being hurt, I don't think Braxton Jones would have got this deal. And so that's just the reality of it. Now at this point, the Bears are going to have a left tackle battle with him and Theo Benedict. As far as two players that they're already very familiar with, they know exactly what they've done. They've been under Dan Rouchar before. And that's the thing that I look at this overall, is that Dan Rouchar is the guy that I trust here. A renowned offensive line coach. If he signed it off on Braxton Jones coming back, it tells me a little something. Now, that does not necessarily mean that the Chicago Bears are not still going to draft him, or still not draft a left tackle. We'll see what happens when it comes down to that one. But overall, I'll say this. I'm not overly surprised by this. I know it's not the move that everybody wanted. Hell, it's not the move that I would have preferred either. Bears fans are kind of tired of Braxton Jones, and that's because he's been here. We've seen the upcoming, the shortcomings. We've seen everything with Braxton Jones. But at some point, it is what it is. The Bears seem like they're going to focus very heavily on the defensive positions that are needed in this draft. But with them having a first, 2 seconds, a third, and a fourth round pick in this draft, it is what it is. It is what it is when it comes down to that one. So I'm not gonna like I said, Braxton is perfectly fine as a depth tackle. But the problem is you're paying him $10 million. So I don't know what that means for how they see him coming into this for a player that's already lost the left tackle battle. But hey, I'm not mad at it. It's a one-year deal, and because it's a one-year deal, I'm not mad at it at 1 year. I'm not mad at it. But I know not everybody's going to agree with that, and hey, it is what it is. $5 million in incentives, apparently. Now, I don't see – where'd you see that? I don't see that via any of the things that I saw out there. I'm not saying that you're wrong. It may just be that I didn't see it before this recording, but I don't see that anywhere. I don't like this signing. I mean, hey, it is what it is. All of our picks will be defense. I'm hyped, building the right way. They won't all be defense. You're still going to probably get a tackle or a center in there. You may even get a wide receiver at one draft pick in there. They're not all going to be defensive. They just won't be. Let's hope Braxton's figured out the bull rush after his rehab and watching from the sea. He has not. He's not. He's always going to be somebody that is going to be affected by the bull rush. That's just who Braxton is. Good year for drafting D. First of all, you drafting D, my boy? That's crazy. I mean, hey, we don't judge here. If you need some D, so I'm sure somebody will supply you with some D there, my boy. Like Haize said, if Dan wants Brax back up, then I'm good with it. Theo better be thinking of taking that spot. This is a big opportunity. Agree with you. I completely agree with you. You can have all the big names all you want, but if they go down, depth is definitely what you need. Exactly, Jeff. I don't disagree with you on that one at all. If Ozzy hadn't gotten hurt, Braxton would have been agreed. Completely agree there. Haize, are they still going to go after Lions left tackle Taylor Decker? Well, that was always speculation. It wasn't necessarily something that was for sure. We'll see. We'll see. I doubt it now with this. You're paying Braxton Jones $10 million for one season. I doubt that that's going to be the case. But hey, I could be wrong on that one. Facts Drip, this staff has earned my complete trust with an amazing turnaround with the franchise in year one of Ben Johnson. While I wish we moved on as expensive as the online market is, it's okay. Yeah, I mean, it's a very expensive year for offensive linemen. That's for damn sure. I like the gamble. Now he will want to prove he is worth a bigger paycheck from someone else next year. And listen, I don't disagree with you on that one. Dude's right. It's $5 million. Okay, cool. If it's $5 million in incentives, great. Because I don't trust Braxton Jones to have those incentives. So I just haven't seen it on Bears Wire or Schefter report that. But hey, if it's $5 million in incentives, then great. That's why I didn't say that. That's why I didn't want to say he was a liar. I'm not saying he's lying. I'm just saying I didn't see it. With all the moves that Poles has made so far, what do you think is the most realistic scenario for Edge? Oh, draft. That's just my personal opinion. Draft. Poles fumbling this year? Oh, you're stupid. I'm sorry. Like if you think he's fumbling this year with the signings that he brought in with Kobe Bryant alone, that's a great signing. Nevin Gallimore is a solid depth signing to replace that Andrew Billings role. Devin Bush is a really, really damn good sign. If you think he's fumbling, I'm sorry. I hate to tell you, like, I don't agree with that at all. $10 million for what? More moonwalking into the QB moments. That's hilarious. Well, they're saying that it's $5 million in incentives. So if it's a base $5 million deal, I'm not mad at that. Can't be mad with re-signing Braxton. He was a reliable switch tackle, $5 million guaranteed, up to $10 million in incentives. Yeah, if it's $5 million guaranteed, 10 with incentives, that's not bad at all. Jordan Schultz, oh. Hold on a second, because Schultz is hit or miss. Schultz is really hit or miss. Y'all remember when Jordan Schultz reported something and got called out for it being so I'm always hesitant when Schultz reports it. Personally, because he's gotten called out a couple of times and been wrong about something. So I'm going to wait till a different outlet reports it than just Schultz. Nothing at you, Debo. No problem with you. I don't trust Schultz. Schultz sometimes be saying shit, bro. He be sometimes just be saying shit. But if it's legitimate, then I feel even better about the deal. $5 million with $5 million in incentives, I'm not mad at that at all, because listen, that to what the commenter left earlier. Now you're incentivizing Braxton Jones to give a damn the entirety of this year, not just for him to get those incentives, but for his next contract. So if it is just a $5 million base with $5 million of incentives, even better. How do you feel about the re-signing of DeMarco Jackson and Daniel Hardy this morning? I covered that on today's daily episode, Vern. I have a whole segment on that. Schultz retweeted it? Okay. Well, if Schultz retweeted it, then all right, cool. We locked in then. So $5 million deal with $5 million of incentives. That's even better. Now I feel really good about that deal. If that's the case, I feel really, really good about the deal. If it's $5 million in incentives. Really good about that deal. That's not bad at all. US Today just posted the deal, not the details. I predicted Braxton re-sign on stream yesterday, and people got mad. I mean, I've been saying it for a while, too, and that's not to toot my own horn, but I think it kind of pointed to that, right? Like, it just made sense for both sides to have a 1-year extension on the lease before they find their new permanent places, right? Like, that's what it feels like. Outside of the Braxton Jones re-signing, that annoys me. Like, I like all the moves because Ryan Poles said speed was things he was looking for this offseason. You're not wrong. But all right, overall, solid day for Ryan Poles. Not to say that it's done yet. Y'all may be seeing my face again before the end of the day. It really depends on what Ryan Poles decides to do. But Braxton Jones has re-signed with the Chicago Bears for a 1-year deal. Reportedly, $5 million guaranteed with $5 million in incentives. We'll see what happens there. But thank you guys for tuning in. Make sure you guys hit that like button on the video. Subscribe to the channel as well. There's not many other channels bringing you breaking news this fast. Like, don't get me wrong. A lot of great Bears channels out there. But if you want everything that happens as it happens, make sure you guys hit that subscribe button. Subscribe to Chicago Bears Central. Make sure you guys are following us at Chi Bears Central. You can send us any feedback, questions, comments, concerns. ChicagoBearsCentral@gmail.com. And lastly, if you want to leave a text message and our voicemail for the mailbag, the number to do so, 773-242-9336. We are the #1 spot for everything Chicago Bears related. And I'll catch you guys probably in another one, man. Love you guys. Bear down, y'all. Peace.
This has been a presentation of the Break Media.